92nd Street Y online media is made possible by the generous support of the Sidney E. Frank Foundation and by listeners like you. This program features an excerpt from a reading by Eiléan Chuilleanáin. It was part of the Poetry Center's presentation of Four Irish Poets. It was recorded October 31st, 2011, before a live audience at New York's 92nd Street Y.
I'm going to read two recent pieces, one of which is actually, it's from my most recent book, which is a translation from the Romanian of Ileana Melanchoiu. So I thought I would just once on this tour read one poem by her. She's a poet who's my age, but has had, obviously having lived the years since 1942 in Romania, she's had rather different experiences. It's called Just That. I had fallen asleep wearing a shift of skin. Said they, that is forbidden by the rules, and they hauled me into a sitting position and pulled it easily off me. I wasn't surprised they stripped me bare without asking. They had their obligations to think of. What amazed me was the way my thin skin could so easily be peeled away. It remained all in one piece, a shift of plain stuff. If I'd had a bit of light, I could have stitched embroidery on it. Just that it had got turned the wrong way round, and I couldn't turn it the right way again. Just that nobody had thought to put a needle and thread under my pillow. And another fairly recent poem is an attempt to write about something I've often tried in various ways. It's the ethics of representing suffering, the simultaneous feeling that one has of unwarranted intrusion on other people's pain, and at the same time an obligation to recognize suffering. It was written after a concert I attended, which was held to commemorate the 90th anniversary, I think, of the shooting dead of a group of Italian contadini who had gone to demand a better share of the produce of their land. And it was this concert was held in the church to which their bodies were brought. It was a performance of Pergolesi's Stabat Mater, and it was performed, of course, with all the energy and joy that is in that music, in spite of the awfulness of the subject and the awfulness of the event that was being commemorated. So it's called Stabat Mater. At last the page is peeled away, the last page, like a covering from a wound, and the transparent sheet beneath is another page on which is written, "You have no enemy, just look." It is damage itself, and what lights up the scarred flesh to the view of the flinching eye of the one who saw it all and let us know in words we can't read rightly until we learn what those words can never teach. You can only learn by pushing forward in the crowd until your body is pressed flat against the glass. Behind the glass, just suffering or its shadow opens, and it shivers, feeling your touch. It's alive, but others are pressing behind. You must move along, and when you turn back to the house of mourning, the shutters inside shutters have closed down, folded each one with a day's date. They rustle like Vallombrosa, the voices like a rushing fire that burns up forest, the flames knocking as if on a door that was not made to open.
Thanks for listening. 92nd Street Y Unterberg Poetry Center webcasts and access to our archive are made possible by the generous support of the Sidney E. Frank Foundation. For more information on 92nd Street Y and all of our programs, please visit us on the web at 92y.org. This program is copyright 2011 by 92nd Street Y.